a campaign. And anyone who tries to plan one, he will frustrate the person. Whoever made that decision made a bad decision. And I promise the United Party, that effect, you will see it on the result of your Monserrato vote. You will see it. Because you send a signal that seem not to consider the fact that this guy has failed the people of Monserrato. He has been elected as senator for Monserrato for 4 years, and he has shown nothing to this county. He signed onto every budget. He has zero impact on any project in his county. He has no relationship with the rural population of Monserrato County. And you get up and take that person to make the person your candidate because he can go on the app to cause Musa Benede. It doesn't work like that. You made a mistake. You know the Party, I have to say to you that you made a mistake, honestly. And it's a big mistake. Because we're going to go after him. We'll expose him. We have so many things on him. We'll continue to expose him. And instead of running your campaign, you will spend it. You will come back. You will spend another night on. And when he come, I will come back. I'm not a campaign manager. And I've run my campaign 2 years ago. So that's why you see me here. I've run my campaign 2 years ago. I go everywhere. My work is done. So you come, maybe you must stay on Facebook while your campaign is in Tata, while you have done nothing, while you don't do anything. I'm also already aware of people complaining in the United Party that nothing is happening to Monserrato campaign. I know that. Because the man that you people put there, he's not capable of anything. He's a zero man. And what I told him, when he was sending those foolishness to me, what I told him, I said, Dylan, I promise you that the mistake that you are will be corrected. And that after another 6 years, you will return to your old life of begging to live. How do you see a Darrell Dylan re-elected as Senator of Monserrato? In what word? And then you get up, you know, you want to insult me. Look, you're saying that I don't campaign for Alice Cummings. Darrell Dylan, I'm here to promise you that in Monserrato County, everything CPP in Monserrato County will defeat the United Party in Monserrato County. My experience in Monserrato will be utilized. My skill as a successful campaigner, as the only person who brought the CDC to its need in this country, I will prove it to you. And I will campaign in Monserrato. And a United Party defeat the ANC Liberty Party duo in this country. You will not do nothing. I will make sure, and I will bring everything to bear. I will prove to you that you were elected not on your own earning. Dylan, I say that you were not elected because you are popular. Because you ran for a senator position before. And you lost miserably. You only won because there was a wave against the CDC, and most importantly, there was a resolve on the part of the opposition to make sure that CDC does not win. Therefore, if you recall, you don't read statistics, but let me tell you now, I studied election result to be able to make my decision. CDC put up more candidates, more vote against you than they gave George Weah when he ran. So sedition show up to vote for Sir Joseph. The number of citizens that voted for Santisa is more than the number of citizens that voted for George Weah when he became senator. That means CDC got their vote. What they did not get was the vote of the opposition, a 65% vote that the opposition had, and they put it together and gave it to you. That's what you cannot repeat that. You have, look, if I remind you on some of the commitments today. You got up, the cabinet general was removed illegally. That is hurting people. It's hurting Nimbayans. It's hurting his family. It's hurting a huge majority of people in this country. Then guess what you promised? And we will speak to that. You and I visited Justice General, and you promised that when you become senator, you are going to sponsor a resolution to undo that. It has been done, but he did nothing. Because the idea was, even though he has been removed and that process has been finalized, but then he would have used that, the effect of impeachment, which is you are barred from entering public office, and all of those would have been mitigated. And that was the plan. From the time you entered that building up to today, you never had a conversation with Justice Cabinet General about it. And the idea was tomorrow, and there will be tomorrow, even before you went to ECOWAS, that impeachment says when you are impeached, then you no longer fit for public office. And if those who did it right, if they reverse their action, then that punishment will not be meted against you, and therefore you will be free to run for public office. You promised that. You didn't do it. You got in that building and you forgot even the vehicle that you say you cannot ride, you in it. The simplicity that you promised, you have completely gone beyond that. You didn't know that, the distraction that United Party sought by putting you as a campaign manager, they will get it. You will receive it. And I'm telling you now, I, Musa Hassan, will defeat you. Will defeat will defeat everything about you in this country. Anything you associate yourself with PD, to prove to you that you are a mistake. You're not going nowhere. You will not go nowhere. You got problem. You have problem. You have a problem that you have a candidate that does not even campaign. You're asking my candidate. You're asking my candidate. You're asking me whether I am supporting Alexander Cummings like you don't know. Don't you think that you are answerable to the people? Have you? Does it bother you that your candidate is not campaigning? Does it bother you that the person you say Alexander Cummings is on the street, Teron Conley is on the street, George Weah is on the street? You think that these are going to be issues that will be put to bed? No, we're not going to do that. Those issues will be dealt with, they will be discussed, and you being a distraction will also be discussed. You lie, you lie about everything, even plain ticket you lie about it. Okay? We are aware, we have the information. All that money you collected in the Senate, the $30,000 you collected, some you admitted, some you didn't. We are aware of everything. And we know the people who shielding you in the Senate. We know even the senators who receive you on your behalf and go in the front of the court. We know everything. We are supposed to. We're supposed to. Because United Party should know that you are the wrong guy. And I want to say this to every political party in this country. whether it is the CDC, whether it's a United Party, if any one of you receive a CPP official who has resigned from the CPP and celebrate them now that we know what we know, since you say you are responsible, you will pay for it. I swear to God, Dylan, you will pay for it. You will pay for it, and United Party will regret allowing you to be loose like this, to say things. You're talking about common sense. If you become a Maserati campaign team, you become the most, in a simple sense, it's like the city mayor of New York and the governor of New York. In so many senses, the city mayor of New York is even more powerful than the governor of New York. So you are more powerful technically than even a national campaign. And you go out and spew rubbish. You go out and say things that are not true. You make statements that jeopardizes opposition unity. You tell me in a text message to me that you are the one behind everything that is happening in the CPP. My brother, let me tell you, this campaign, and the others can excuse me for this, but this is how I see it. It's either going to be United Party versus CPP in the second round, or United Party versus CDC in the second round, or CDC versus CPP in the second round. That's still on. There will be no moment the United Party, if it is proven to be that what you are saying is what, there will be no moment that United Party will benefit from any relationship from the CPP. Now that you have officially made clear that your sole objective is to devour the CPP, then you will pay for this statement. I mean, and all these people, I'm ready to block you out. I mean, block all of you. The nonsense that you're talking on my post, I'm going to block all of you. I will block every one of you for on my post, and I do that because you're stupid. Some of you people are very stupid, because at the end of the day, you get up, you talk nonsense, and then you come on my post and talk rubbish. I will not lie. Darren Dillon has opened a warfare that you will lose. I can never lose to a minion like you, Dillon. You pay for it. I promise you that you will pay. The reason why you will pay, because you told me that your intention is to teach me lesson, because you say I took your party from you, and therefore you will devour the CPP. You were brave enough to send that text to me. That particular text, you and your owners will regret that text. You will never celebrate that day. You will never have the opportunity to celebrate that days. CPP, tomorrow we'll name our campaign team. We'll be at our party airport, we'll celebrate. And once we name our campaign team, we'll be out there, our teams, where we don't follow the way, so all of you are coming. we are sustainable. We are deliberate. We make plans and execute them. We have a bunch of dedicated people, committed people, and we're going to campaign for the next 53 days. And we'll demand that you put Baga outside. That's your own. Putting Baga in the house. It will not well. Because at the end of the day, you don't Baga fit to be president or you're not fit to be president. To be fit to be president, we must see it physically. Or let us know that he's not that fit. But that deception will not work. All the people who want to be president for this country, you will go to the people. You will walk the street of the country. You will go in the mud. You will drive up and down and tell the people. They won't see you. You sitting on there every day, you say you own, they don't. Sometimes I feel sorry for you. The kind of disappointment you are, I feel sorry for you. But that means what you are on. But what about your deal with you? I ain't even putting my money. But once you finish with you know. So I'm not even worried about that one. I honestly not worried about that. I know what I can roll up on, and she will deal with you. But what I'm saying to my people is that when someone aims to shoot you, and you have a gun in your hand, and you shoot the person, you did it in self-defense. And if the boycott campaign cheered for Monserrado, he sent me a text and told me, I'm the one behind what is happening in your party. Of course, you will not do another one. And the people who left, if you say that then, it's left for them. The text you send me, I will send it to them. It's left with them for them to say you're lying, you're not lying. That's not my business. I'm not going to get into that, but I think they deserve to know that this is what you told me. That you are the one who masterminded that departure from the CPP, and that you did it to teach Musa Belete a lesson. It's a bit offensive because those are my brother, Paul is my son, but I won't speak for them. I will let them respond. I will send it to them so that they know it. But you will pay. You pay. In this Monserrado, I swear to God, that was Dillon as campaign chair. The party will lose this Monserrado. He will lose miserably. He will not be able to put a campaign. This man cannot even be managed as a candidate. Go ask the people who went campaign for him. Look, you see one thing I did? I supported his campaign. I gave him 45,000 t-shirts. That fool, that idiot of a man. I gave him 45,000 t-shirts. I gave him 2,000 gallons. I gave him pickup to use. And I gave him cash. But I never campaigned for him. I was campaigning for Nyong'li in Basa because I felt that campaign was very important to the survival of the Labour Party. Because if you have the political leader of your party and she loses an election, it affects the morale of the party. So I camped out in Basa and we fought hard and made sure that was successful. And the rest is history. But me, I never campaigned for it. I supported a campaign because as my party then, I was chairman of the advisory council. You told me that nobody was supporting you, you had nothing. And by the day I called you, you told me that you only have $100 for the whole campaign. And I mobilized resources, mobilized logistics, I give it to you. And you acknowledge it, and I will feel it. I never participated in a rally, and because you proved to me way before you became senator that you're not worth it. So I was not going to. But the one thing I've learned in politics is that when there's a wave, if you stand against the wave, you get hurt, unfairly. But then, people say it is what it is. And at the end of the day, Let me see if some people talking on my post that I don't like. I will move them. Nonsense. You say no sound? Why you say no sound? At the end of the day, for me, I am who I am. And I take my time and I'll work myself out. I'll do the things I do. I'll work out the way I work out. And I achieve the things I achieve because of what I want to do. And nobody will get me to do the things I don't want to do. You know. So for me, you know, I got them here, someone here, I'll block them, you know, I'm blocking them now. I didn't know how to block your phone, but now I'm blocking you. Yeah. I can go to my other phone and block all of you that causing nonsense. Yeah, all of them. I don't know when you see Maya, this is your last time seeing posts from me, you're gone. I will announce you as I'm blocking you. Idiot. Jenny Pepequa, you're gone. I block you. Yeah, I need block more people before I go back to now. Who else? Yeah, okay, very good. And I will turn once I block the person. You know, because for me, you come under my post, you talk nonsense, I see it, I will block you. Who's there? Yeah. All of them, everyone who tell me nonsense. Okay. They say, February Brown, you are gone. You will not see my post anymore for the rest of your life. Yeah. Who else? Idiots. Yeah. Anyone with account on my post or block it. So anyway, tonight it was to say we are ready for the campaign. My campaign is alive. And I'm saying it for the record. There will be nowhere in the Republic of Liberia where CPP will be more visible than in District 7 in Nimba County. There will be nowhere in the Republic of Liberia. There will be nowhere in the history of Liberia, in the history of this campaign, where CPP will be more visible than in District 7 in Nimba County. I put everything in place. Our campaign materials are on the way. We have printed, just for District 7 alone, and Mr. Fu Delon, just for your information, there would be 100,000 posters, stickers in District 7 in my country. That sticker was ordered by the chairman of CPP, and I use Champion Design to print them, and he's producing them. As of this point, he has, I think, as of yesterday, he gave us about 25,000. Those 100,000 stickers, 50,000 of those stickers are Musa Ability with Alice Comey and Charlie on them. The other 50,000 are exclusively Alice Comey and Charlie. All your nonsense you're talking, I don't play double game. You just can't stand the ground I'm on. Or you will live with me. You'll live with me because I'm here for a while. And my journey into public office will begin on schedule. And that building you call Capitol building will never be the same again. I'm so sorry that, Joria has called you again for another 2 weeks, but when they finally come back, it will never be business as usual. We will use that building to change our country. We will change our country by force, and we will insist on change. And guess what? 53 days is not when the Liberian people decide. 2 years ago, when you were making noise, signing bogus agreement, passing useless budgets, and collecting 30,000, you did not put in your pocket, CPP was campaigning. CPP was campaigning and preparing for today. So at the end of the day, you will see the outcome of CPP campaign. I told the people in CPP, we don't move like the way, you see Joria going. No. And we have a situation where we have an absent candidate, which is the United Party candidate. And then we have a president that is just making jolly. Our candidate is going to go to the Liberian people to do what he has been doing the last 2 years. And we have strong candidates in the various district, and all of our candidates that are in the various district, including District 7, District 1, District 6, District 4, they'll all win. We have candidates in all the districts in Montserrat except for 2. The CPP will be the head of the Montserrat County Legislative Caucus. It will reflect the work that we have done. It will reflect the work that we have done. Look, as former campaign head of Montserrat, the fact that Alex Cummings won so much vote in 2017, if you combine those two with the kind of force and vigor and zest that Charlene brings on the table, we're going to storm and win the senatorial seat in Montserrat fair and square. We're going to win the head count in Montserrat, and CPP will be the head of the Montserrat Legislative Caucus. I guarantee you that. In Nimba County, you will hear the story when the final whistles are blown. We strategically, the guy is so foolish. I mean, he's so foolish and stupid that he will say that CDC did not put candidate against me in my county. But you also didn't put candidate against the pro-tem in Sano. You told Lebron put that. You told Lebron put that. You don't do, you didn't do that. Are you afraid to say that we too did not put candidate against you in the senatorial race in Nimba County, in Bon County? Are you afraid to say that we never put candidate in Lofa? So you'll pay us? Point your stupidness. Anyway, I think I've said enough tonight. I'll wait for Dylan response. I'll wait for more ammunition. And this is a battle that will last for the next 53 days. It will not end. I will not allow it to end. No nonsense will pass by me without me responding to it. And I promise the people that Nimba County, Grand Bazaar County, and Montserrat County will not be surrounded by CPP. And the result will show. I promise you people, the result will show. Thank you and have a pleasant night. And expectation will not be met. Because if you read the Liberian electrical map, you will know that to win an election in Liberia, to be first or second, you must convincingly win one of 6 big counties: Grand-Bassam, Margibi, Nimba, Bon, Lofa, and Montserrat. You must win one of them convincingly with at least 70% of the vote, and the other one not so convincingly, but you must win them, and you must come second in at least 2 other ones. I don't see. If I talk tonight, United Party people and CDC people will come at me. But the only party that has such a clear path is this CPP. And let me explain to you why. Those 6 counties, the only one county where there is no competition is Grand-Bassam County, where the vast tender barrel of the CPP is coming from. Grand-Bassam County, where we are closing the CPP campaign will be closed. Grand-Bassam County, where we will bring out the largest crowd ever in the history of Grand-Bassam, where the last memory in the mind of the Bassa people before they go to the ballot box will be the smile, the sight of the daughter of Charles Walker Plumskin, and the belief and hope that everything that eluded him has finally come home to him. And Bassa people will take advantage with that. We have a clear path there. Who has a clear path in Margibi? Nobody. Who has a clear path in Montserrat? Nobody. Who has a clear path in Bon County? Nobody. Now, Lofa, you seen the story? Yes, the United Party will win Nimba County. I've said that because of MDR. It's not going to be convincing. It's not going to be such a win that would tip you over the edge. Especially so when the win in Nimba is not going to be commensurated by a good win in Lofa, or a good win in Bon, or a good win in Margibi. And you and I know that United Party will not win Montserrat. Now on your face in Montserrat is the guy who Montserrat is so disappointed in. No way. I'm not a magician, but there's no way. There's absolutely no way. You know, absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. You know the party can win in Montserrat. See, people win Montserrat, it will shock all of you, but you don't know the work that we've done there. This is the chairman of the United Party Montserrat campaign 2011. I know Montserrat. This is the CEO of the Liberty Party campaign. I know Montserrat. The gains of ANC and the gains of Liberty Party in Montserrat in 2017 will come together and deliver victory to the CPP in Montserrat. I don't want nobody to get high attack. I don't have control over the Lofa candidate situation. United Party will win Lofa. But the strength of the win will actually be a negative. because that is the strength that needed to have, that UP need to have to erase the losses in Magibi and in Bong and Monserrado and Bassa. The loss in Bassa will be heavy. Our poll, the latest poll says it is bad for Unity Party in Bassa. Based on wrong choices. They are the wrong people. People who have let people down. You know, you can say everything you want to say, but that's the fact. So, I'm saying all of this to tell the election commission, we have a tough election coming up. You can't, I'm begging you can't play with that. The little things that you need to do to make sure that this election is credible, please do it. I hate to criticize the body that this country did to provide for us the election that we need to relieve our country. I hate to criticize that body. I hate to criticize the body that we all depend on to deliver our country. I hate to criticize the body. But election commission, at this point in time, if you hold the final register voter roll for another day or two, you are deliberately trying to call into question the credibility of the election. Don't do that. And you cannot do it with arrogance. You could have informed the public. You could, if something is wrong, nobody knows. Because there are computer analysts in all the parties. So what is difficult for someone to take a document, encrypt it, and release it to the public? Because that's all that is required. Now, there are all kinds of allegations running that you are trying to patch here with number. It's not necessary. It's difficult for me to believe those, because at the end of the day, we all know how many people you say were registered. That number cannot go up. Definitely not. But follow the rule. Be reasonable. And please allow the election to remain credible. You've done a good job. Don't mess it up. You've done an excellent job. Do not mess it up. Do your best. Release the voter roll. Let everybody have access to it, so that that aspect of the election can be satisfied by all of us, so that we move forward to the next aspect. We have poll watching. We have security at the poll. We have you people talking about the AFL will take our ballot, something that is totally unacceptable to the CPP. We can't afford it. Don't play in the hand of an irresponsible senator like Darius Dillon, who calls people to you. You are doing that to yourself. You should not do that. You should not hold the voter roll this late with no explanation. It's one thing to hold it. Believe me, it's something completely different and arrogant to say nothing about why you are holding it. That's wrong. You know, I don't understand why you are doing this. Now you have to go to court. Your attention is taken away now. Unity Party has taken it to court. One effort that should be currently invested in the preparation leading to the election. Now you have to be sitting down with lawyers, briefing them, they briefing you. It's something that it should not be your function right now. It is not fair. There's other things wrong with the electoral system. When we find it, so far, so good. But this holding of the list is not okay. And it's not okay, it's not smelling okay, and it's not making sense to me. And my instinct is telling me that it's going to be a problem. Do not let people lose credibility in the voting system. It's not good for the security of our country. Please. Please do your best. Do your best. Do your best. Release this. Let everybody have it, and let us use it. At the end of the day, that's what I want to do. So I just want to tell you thank you. I wanted to make this. It's late. Just got in Nimba. Just got home. Preparing to go out. No sleeping. And by the way, few announcements. First, I want to thank the women today. Excellent job at the CBB. I got all the women came. It was beautiful. It was nice. I also want to say that I can safely say that if the CPP rally does not surpass the CDC and Unity Party rally, Musa Bedede, that will be the end of my chairmanship. I put it on the line. Liberty Party from EAWA Junction all the way to Catholic Junction, that entire corridor will be occupied by the Liberty Party. You will see nothing but green in that area. I promise you. Sunday is not just a rally for CPP. It's a day where the so-called notion that Musa Bedede and his people hold the document and some people hold the crowd. We're not going to prove it here. We'll prove it in Monserrado and we'll go in Basa, we'll go prove it. And there will not cry, the boy also in Basa, you saw it good. And the brother crying in Moreover, you saw it good. Sunday, you'll see what we have. We'll show to you that we are the sleeping giant. Your male people first. You should never have done that. You should allow us to be quiet around our campaign and then let the people decide. But you force the people here and the people will come outside. I swear to God, the people will come outside. And that rally, it will shake the fundamentals of Liberian politics. And it will determine the outcome of the election. It will answer one big question. Are people gravitating to Alexander Cummings? And that question will be answered in a resounding yes. Watch me. Watch us. in red, white, and the Labour Party green. And you people will see what we're talking about. You guys will see what we mean. You guys will see what we understand. And you guys will see how we appreciate our democracy.
Go ahead, Mr. Chairman. Can you hear us clearly?
Yeah, very clear.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
Do you know President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf?
Very well. Very, very well.
Very, very well. If so, there are many young voters, there are many young people. We've heard the Unity Party. We've heard the Unity Party used President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as a campaign tool or as a campaign message to elevate themselves through the surrogates, through some of the leaders, the partisans to want to distance themselves from her, and so forth. My question to you is, what can you say in summary? Who is President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Because we have lots of young voters. Who is President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf?
President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is the first elected female president of the African continent. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is the first female president of the Republic of Liberia for 12 years. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is a president I was close to, served in her government in minimal role like chairman of the board 2 times, a close political advisor, a close ally, very, very proud of her achievement as president of the Republic of Liberia. Know exactly where the country was and where she brought us to. Knowing that the country is a journey, she brought us to a place where we were ripe enough to move on. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is the one bright spot in our country as far as the international community is concerned. Just as during the war, if you recall, George Weah was the only bright spot in our country. When we travel during the war, you go to anywhere in Europe, anywhere. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Liberia. Oh, George Weah. That's what Ellen is today. The war adores her. Women around the world adore her. And Steve, I'm very, very proud. I came on the CPP. I'm craving for her to get out of retirement and come and endorse the CPP. I'm praying for it. Let the other people go and be. I'm praying for it.
Thank you, Chairman.
So yes, I'm a proud associate of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for 12 years. I take full responsibility of everything that went wrong in our government and in wrong. Also very proud.
The internet is acting out. Somebody was calling the chairman for some reason.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you. Let me move this. Let me move a little further into this question.
Steve, let me end, please. I want to end this, but I say I take full responsibility for whatever that may have gone wrong in your government, just as I take complete pride in all that she achieved and brought us to cancel our debt, put our country back on the map, establish our integrity institutions, and bring government finally into direct contact with the people for the first time in the history of this country. every Liberian know what is the work of a representative, the minister, and other things for the first time. So I'm very proud of her achievement, and I take responsibility of her challenges. You may call it failure, you may call it challenging, but for me, if we didn't do it, I'm happy. I mean, I'm sorry we didn't do it. It's not for everybody to do everything. Other people should have come and continue from there. But I'm so proud of her achievement.
So, Chairman Benny, let me move this conversation a little further. I listened to one of your routine podcasts that you always do lately, and you mentioned that you do have intelligence. You mentioned, and I'm paraphrasing here, you mentioned that, you have connections and you know people in the country and, information here and there. But here's my question. Do you believe, or are you aware of the current Unity Party, including Joseph Yuma Boaka? Are they seeking President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf support currently in this election?
If they are doing it, they're not acting like they're doing it. But I know that there has been constant interaction between President Sirleaf and Vice President Boaka. I know that as a matter of fact. I know in recent times, I know they have the idea that you don't know, I believe we don't even know, that this road fund they're talking about, there was no road fund. When the legislature passed the Road Fund Act in 2017, Joseph Boaka and Nokwe were running as president and vice president. Both of them were presiding over the Liberian legislature. One
Yes.
as president of the Senate and the other one as speaker. They passed a law that was deliberately left incomplete and went for break. And when the government of George Weah came, in fact, when they went for break, that's when the LRA came now and said, the Road Fund Act has been passed, so we're going to collect the road fund from you people. And I said, no, read the act. The act says, because Joseph Boaka and Nokwe determined that if we let the tax down, few months of election, the Liberian people will knock us down. We cannot levy any tax now. So let's say we pass the act, you send it back to the executive to put the prices on it and bring it back to us before we can approve it. So we told LRA, I said, this act, there's no act. LRA said, yeah, there's an act. We want the Supreme Court. Justice Philip Bank told them, there's no act. So you cannot collect the road fund tax. When senators, who the Liberian people pay, so when you hear Musa Belete collected, I don't collect nothing, my brother. Let me tell you what they did. My own company money that I was making, as my profit, that's what they forced me to surrender to them. It's not a tax. The day somebody tell you, say, and guess what? As a matter of coincidence, the current Minister of Justice and the former Minister of Public Works, the late Mabutu Nyimpa, and the current Minister of Justice were our lawyer against the government of Liberia in 2017. So they were in position of authority. They told the George Weah government, hey, there's no tax. We know about it. We were lawyer for Musa. So let's pass the law now. Do you know when the Road Fund Act was passed? In March 2018. Do you know the road fund they say Musa Bayes will pay? Do you know it's from when? 2016 and 2017. Fact. As Alice coming to say. But we are coming to election. We are coming to fight. You think that I didn't have answer for the road fund thing? I had the answer. If I brought the answer all that time, when I come and help me, I will bring it up at the time when necessary. You will hear the real story. So there's no fault. When you see Darrell Dillon there talking about why LRA shouldn't go, why did you allow the people to collect them? They are dumb. They don't even know that there was no tax to collect.
All right.
According to the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, only the national legislature has the authority to levy taxes. Nobody in the Republic of Liberia can show to me that there was a road fund passed by the national legislature before 2018. So what tax you want me to pay?
Thank you, Chairman.
So
I was blackmailed into a settlement with the government because when the election was over, everything I had was lost. People wanted to take my terminal from me, and the government came and said, you know, we went to the Supreme Court. It looked like this road fund case, win that case. So we want you to sign a settlement agreement, and then let's move along. But these lawmakers, very limited in their thinking. They cannot even do small research to say, but well, how did government tax landed in one man's hand? Because there was no tax.
okay. So Chairman Musa Belete, thank you so much. Once again, folks, if you just joining us, this is SKTV. I know some of you